Are you serious, people? Are you serious? People, I've got breaking news. This is unbelievable. It seems that liberal lefts are fighting among one another. Let me get the camera up a little bit. Shit. I'm not a really good cameraman, you know. I do my own editing. I'm my own editor. I'm my own cameraman. I'm my own whatever. This comes from the NRA. Now, I can't say that the NRA are 100% accurate, but just like any other news organization or any other Twitter group or Twitter follower or Twitter whoever, you know, they do have their, how do I say this, their so-called fake news, or not really fake news, but it's their information that's not totally 100% accurate. Now, this is something I haven't touched up on in a long time, because I just haven't bothered, and I just been doing other stuff. Let me pull up a story here. Is the Mothers Demand Action collapsing? It seems that maybe, just maybe, that certain members of the Mothers Demand Action are waking up and they're turning on her. You know, they're finding out what kind of person Shannon Watts really is. So I'm just reading this story. The title was Major Gun Control Group is Riven by Leadership. It was two major members of Everytown. Now, Everytown, I think it was like 2013, Everytown and MDA joined sides, which that was a complete disaster for us conservatives. But it seems like now it's collapsing. Maybe they got too big, and Shannon Watts is letting stuff go to her head too much. They labeled, let me see what the story is. After multiple staff departures from gun control group Everytown for gun safety and its spin-off, Mothers Demand Action, it was a spin-off. Activists say a top decision maker at both groups is making life difficult for those in the movement. According to sources close to Everytown, Shannon Watts, founder of the MDA and advisory board member of Everytown, she's also, you know, they merged. She remains a problem within both groups. While not a official staffer with either organization, she's a full-time volunteer. She currently moved to Colorado from Indiana. Despite all that status, she is involved with all major leadership decisions. It was a couple of years ago that a top member of MDA came out and said that they're going to get members of MDA in legislator positions to start writing the laws. But three members of Everytown are now leaving their position because Shannon Watts, you know, she's a tyrant. They got 3 million supporters. Everytown came out and said they were willing to spend $25 million in 2018 to prevent national concealed carry from becoming law. Blah 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 blah. We don't care about that. But here's the thing. Here's the catcher. Gun control activists, we're talking liberals, who previously worked for Watts in various state organizations, are said to be frustrated and feeling burned by her. Staff who worked for Shannon quit or are fired by her faster than the organization can replace them. That means they're losing. One staffer said that she's an absolute nightmare. A person who once served as Everytown's executive vice president said she is no longer part of the organization, that Everytown fired her after the 2016 presidential election, and those at the top exited the organization with her. So it looks like not only the MDA is collapsing, but it looks like Everytown's collapsing. Everytown's a lot bigger. But then when Everytown got cornered, they came out and said it was fake news. I mean, this is the thing. Here's the new thing when people get cornered. They say, well, it's just fake news. So Everytown put out that some of their leaders were leaving and their members are fighting, but they are cornered by conservatives and these pro-gun groups like the NRA questioning them. Oh, that's just fake news. So they're getting cornered. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is they're fighting within each other. It's like there's like a civil war going on within these groups. But when the conservatives pro-gun groups are questioning about it, when they're getting cornered, they're just coming out and saying, well, no, that's not happening. That's fake news. I don't know where you heard that. They're trying to keep it hush, and they're not doing a good job at it. But here's another thing. There's something else I read in here that caught my eye. Where is it? It just seems like some of these members of MDA and maybe some Everytown members are waking up to what's really going on. That they're just in it for the money. They're just in it for the money. Whatever. I want to find that one sentence. Let me see here. It was something real funny. One of the members of MDA compared Watts to a... Here. Another source close to the organization said in a written statement, two beliefs unite nearly all gun control supporters, background checks save lives, blah, blah, blah. But she also came out and said that Shannon Watts is acting like a self-promoting tyrant. That's the word she put down. I like it when liberals lose. I like it when they lose elections. I like it when they cry. Because you know damn well, when liberals start crying, that means they don't know what else to do. When liberals don't know what else to do and scratch their heads and they start whining and crying. When liberals start crying their eyes out, that good things are happening in this country. I like it more when liberals are fighting with their own organizations and they don't know what to do. Leaders of Everytown are stepping down. Lots of members of MDA are finally waking up to the tyrant that Shannon Watts is, and they're leaving their organization. And they, like the one person said, they're quitting and getting fired faster than they can be replaced. So they're losing. They are losing. Everytown maybe not so much, but the MDA, they're going down. People are waking up and realizing that the organization's bullshit and they're just a bunch of fucking bottom feeders out for money. That's all they are. They're just a bunch of rats. And she's got an organization, every single solitary chapter in every single solitary state, allegedly. That's fake. That's fake news. She does not have a chapter in every fucking state. She does have a chapter in my home state of Michigan, but she does not, as far as I'm concerned, have a chapter in my other home state of Arizona. So, I haven't found it yet. She's losing. People are waking up to her tyranny. People are waking up to the fraud of an organization that she is. We know damn well that she was paid by Bloomberg. You know, Bloomberg used her like a prostitute. You know, and he is the pimp. He funded her $50 million to attack the NRA, to get these anti-gun bills passed, and now they're failing, you know. They recently had a victory in Florida. They couldn't pass the open carry and and some other bills that were dropped in Florida that the NRA wanted to push, and they lost, and to these knuckleheads. But their organization is failing. They're fighting within each other. People are waking up and realizing that, yeah, she's making her living off of basically fraud. I mean, take a look at it. She moved from Indiana, a red state. What's Colorado? A blue state. Why do you think? Because she's after the blue money. She's only going to go where she can make money. That's all it is, in her pocket. She doesn't have a regular job. She doesn't. Shannon Watts does not have a regular job like me or any other Joe. You're not supposed to make money off fundraiser. That fundraising money is supposed to go to the cause. She is a fraud, just like the Red Cross. You know, 97% of the money for the Red Cross doesn't even go to the cause. That's why I don't donate money to charity, because it doesn't even go to the cost. The cause. It's ridiculous. It's going to funding her $1 million mansion, probably paying for a kid's college, pay for a gay daughter's wedding, and, you know, whatever. It's bullshit. That's where your money is going when you donate to these organizations. It's not going to the cause of trying to get legislation passed for more anti-gun bills to try to prevent gun violence. Bullshit. You're wasting your money. If you want to spend your money wisely, spend money at the NRA. They will give legislators money to protect your right, to protect your gun rights for freedom. That's money spent wisely. And the money going to the NRA, it is going to the cause. I got the proof. Now, I can't say that there's not crooked members within the NRA. If I said that, I'd be probably lying to my teeth, and that would be called fake news. But I know damn well the NRA isn't 100% innocent, and I gotta be honest, they're a little dirty, some of the stuff they do. But is the organization collapsing? No. It's a strong organization. It's, you know, they rose to power. It's only getting stronger. But anyway, that's the video. Comments below. That's about it.